and welcome to another Force 13 game show, or we're broadcasting live on the Force 13 Extra. And if you saw the first episode where Daniel played Michael, Daniel won, believe it or not. And now he advances onto the next stage, and we've recruited someone else to play him this evening. And it's going to be another exciting game show, I hope, over the course of the next half hour or so. So, Daniel, would you like to say anything about your performance last time, or what you expect this time?
Hopefully I'll win again.
Excellent.
I don't know if I will do though, but
Okay.
I'll try my hardest.
Steve, hello. Nice of you to join us. Tell me, are you going to win?
I'm not sure. I can't predict the future.
Well, good luck anyway, and we'll go through the rules very shortly. We also have Jason with us, who's got a very interesting picture as his profile picture, but he's providing us more support this evening. My name's Nathan Foy, and I'll be the quiz master, I suppose you could say, in the ensuing episodes. And here's how it works. We'll hopefully get enough people so that the winner stays on and plays someone else. And after the end of 15 episodes, whoever is on the hot seat by then, on the throne, I suppose you could call it, will go through to the final episode where they will play me in a live show, which I'm rather nervous about. Daniel, what's the laughing matter?
Nothing.
Yeah, I know what you're going to say.
Something to do with the throne.
Yeah. Stop that.
The queen.
Stop. No. Anyway. Shut up. Waniel plays Steve. That's his nickname, by the way, Waniel. He loves it. He loves it, don't you?
No, I don't.
Come on.
Daniel.
Yeah, that's Jason's generated person. Okay, let's get on with things. The first round is a general storm knowledge round. In round one, both players will have 60 seconds to answer as many storm questions as possible to gain points. 10 points given for each correct answer given. Does everyone understand that?
Yeah.
The first person to play will be Steve. So, Daniel, with words, I will be putting your volume down while Steve plays, just so that he doesn't have any laughter in the background or anything like that. Steve, are you ready with your questions?
Yes. Happy time.
Excellent. Okay, here we go. Hurricane Irene struck the US how many years before Sandy did?
6.
Incorrect. Hurricane Keith affected which country in 2000?
Hawaii.
Incorrect. What category did Hurricane Mitch attain in 1998?
5.
Correct. Which Atlantic hurricane did Wilma overtake to become the most intense on record?
Hurricane Gilbert.
Correct. How many Category 5 storms formed worldwide in 1974?
6.
It was 0. The Bola cyclone affected which continent in 1970?
India.
What continent's that?
Asia.
Correct. Name the next hurricane to make a Gulf Coast landfall after Katrina.
Rita.
Correct. How many storms formed in the Atlantic in 2014?
8.
Was it 8? I thought it was 9. Was it 8? Yes, it was 8. That's time up. And Steve finishes up with 50 points at the end of round 1.
Well done, Steve.
So that was Steve. We'll put his points up to 50. Excellent work. Excellent work. Next up... What? Jason's voice just butting in the background. Next up is Daniel. Daniel, are you ready for your questions?
Yeah.
All right, here goes. When the time starts, I'll do the questions and get as many as you can in that hour, in that minute, not hour.
Okay.
Here goes. Name any storm that crossed the international dateline.
Pass.
The so-called Hurricane Huron formed in which lake?
Victoria.
Incorrect. Typhoon Ketsana struck the Philippines and which other country in 2009?
Is it China?
Incorrect. It was Vietnam. Hurricane Ivan was the strongest storm of which year in the Atlantic?
I'm sorry. Pass.
What was the strongest storm of the 2014 Atlantic hurricane season?
In 2014,
The strongest
is it Hagapit?
Incorrect. Name a storm that formed in the 2009 East Pacific hurricane season.
No, it's pass.
What was the strongest storm of 2014-15 in the Southern Hemisphere? Oh, we've lost Daniel.
Pass.
Okay, the Atlantic used which method of naming from 1950 to 52?
Pass.
Incorrect, and the time is up. Daniel finishes up with 0 points at the end of round 1.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he got none right there. But don't worry, Daniel. I mean, it's Michael was Michael was leading, wasn't he, in the last game for a while?
I don't know. I think it's the first one. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
First round.
Steve, what do you think of that?
I think he could have done much better.
Oh, when is it?
Oh, never mind, Dan.
I have my butt off.
I could tell.
Yeah. Well, now there is a chance for Daniel to redeem himself, as well as Steve to possibly increase his lead. Round two is going to be the Guess the Storm round. That's where we throw up lots of storm images. And, Steve's going to be up first on that one as well. Is that okay? Yeah? Awesome. Steve, here's your first storm.
Clue.
Okay. A Western Pacific typhoon.
Clue.
A storm that occurred in the last 10 years.
Clue.
It peaked as a Category 5 storm. Category 5 typhoon, assumedly.
Clue.
Okay, keep going. A rare storm that made landfall on the border between North Korea and China.
Clue.
And the final clue, between Typhoon Songda and Typhoon Muifa.
Sangda?
Pardon?
Sangda?
Incorrect, unfortunately. It was Muifa, so
I'm not good at this.
no points from the first storm, but never mind, there's 2 more to go. Well, 3 actually. Here's the next one for Steve.
Clue.
Okay. A Southern Hemisphere cyclone, I think you could tell that, to be honest.
Clue.
I think Jason will know this. A storm that occurred in the 2000s.
Clue.
Peaked as a Category 3 on the Australian scale.
Clue.
It shares its name with an Atlantic storm from the same year.
Clue.
Is it between Cyclone Franklin or Cyclone Harvey?
Harvey?
And points. Steve's got it. It was Harvey.
Yay.
Well done, Steve.
Yay.
Oh, he's got his first 10 points on the board from the Guess the Storm round. Here's the next one for Steve, the third of 4.
Clue.
Okay. A Western Pacific typhoon.
Obvious. Clue.
Yeah, that was obvious. A storm that occurred in the mid-2000s.
Clue.
Oops, just a minute. Peaked as a Category 4 typhoon.
Clue.
Made landfall in Taiwan near its peak intensity.
Clue.
And the final, choose between Typhoon Longwang and Typhoon Haitang.
Long one.
Correct, Steve! He's got it out of 10.
Well done, Steve.
Excellent stuff. And the final one for Steve, there's a bunch of storms. Name any of these late 1990s North Atlantic hurricanes. 3 of the storms are named below. We'll accept only 4 guesses. You can see there's 4 storms on that image. 3 of them are below.
Francis?
Incorrect.
Oh, geez.
3 guesses remain, Steve.
Mitch?
Not Mitch. 2 more.
Be quiet. You didn't even know this.
2 more.
Bonnie?
Not Bonnie.
Lenny.
Not Lenny either, so I'm afraid, Steve, none of the guesses came through on that.
Bad luck, Steve.
It was pretty much all the others, wasn't it? George, Ivan, and Carl, I think. Oh no, that was Lisa, I think. I'm getting all confused. And the one that wasn't on there was some other storm. I don't even remember which anymore. All of them might have been on there. I can't even remember what storms were which. But whatever. But Steve finished up with 0 points from that one. So Daniel, are you ready now?
But I'm
I
at
think
80
so.
points right now.
Steve,
How many points did Steve get?
Steve is on 70 points.
I'm at 80.
Okay.
I got 2 of them right.
All
Yeah,
right.
you got 2 right. You're on 50. Waniel is on
Okay.
0.
What?
You ready for your round, Waniel?
Yes.
Okay, here goes. Here's your first storm.
First clue.
Okay, good. A southern hemisphere cyclone. I think that was obvious.
Yeah. Second clue.
A storm that occurred in the early 2000s.
Oh,
Jason knows.
I'm going to take a stab. Is it Larry?
Not Larry.
Oh.
Made landfall in Australia as a Category 3 storm on the Saffir-Simpson hurricane wind scale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next clue, please.
Okay. It's an S-named storm.
It is
20 points at stake.
Sylvia.
Not Sylvia, so here's the last clue. Is it Cyclone Steve or Cyclone Sam?
I'm gonna say Sam.
Correct, it is.
Yay.
Waniel, Sam Hudson, it is Cyclone Sam. He's got his first points on the board. Hey, how about that? Here's your next one.
First clue.
Oops. A southern hemisphere cyclone, again, it's quite obvious. Jason will probably know this one as well.
Second clue.
Okay. A storm that occurred in the 2010s.
Is it Nathan?
No.
No.
It made landfall in Australia as a Category 2 storm.
Oh, what's its name now? That storm.
Probably not the one you're thinking
I
of.
can't think of its name. No, it's a different one. It was one that occurred west to Nathan.
I know what you're talking about, but
Next clue.
Next clue. Dissipated on New Year's Day 2014.
Well, it's not the one I'm thinking of. Next question and then clue.
The final clue, is it Christine or Cyclone Mitchell?
Christine.
Correct, it is.
Yay.
It's 20 points now on the board, so it's Steve is 70, Waniel's on 20. Here's the next one for Waniel, third of 4.
First clue.
All right. It's an Eastern Pacific hurricane. Yep.
Yeah. Next clue, please.
Okay. A storm that occurred in the 2000s again. Now you can see some land outlines on there. Where do you think it is?
It's the Eastern Pacific, so is it near Mexico?
Looks like it.
Yeah.
It made landfall on the Baja California Peninsula.
I'm going to say Ivan. It's just a guess.
Not Ivan.
No.
So here's number 4, the H-named storm of the 2007 season.
Hagapit and Hyam were in 2014, weren't they?
The wrong place as well.
Yeah. Harold.
Not Harold. Choose between Hurricane Hernan and Hurricane Henriette.
Oh, for God's sake.
What?
Henriette.
Correct, it is.
Oh.
It's another 10 for Waniel, so it's 70 to 30 now, getting a bit closer. And final guess the storms, and here they are. Name any of these 2010s North Atlantic hurricanes. 2 of the storms are named below. We'll accept only 3 guesses. There are 3 storms. Felix, Hermine, Igor, Lisa, Julia, Thomas, Fiona, Ike, Gustav, and one other.
Gustav.
Not Gustav. 2 guesses remain.
Julia.
Not Julia, I don't think.
This is hard.
Yeah, not Julia.
Felix.
One more. It's not Felix either, so another blank drawn on there. The storm's pictured on the left-hand side. It's Hurricane Carl, is it? Was he still active in 2010? I think so. I think it was. Hurricane Igor was the central storm there, peaked just shy of Category 5, and Lisa on the right-hand side. What was it, Julia? I'm getting all confused with my storms now. I think it was Lisa. No, it's Julia, because you said Julia, didn't you?
Yes, yeah.
I'm giving Waniel 10 points for that. I can't remember anymore. I should
Okay.
actually write these things down. But Waniel gets another 10. So he's on 40. And Steve is on 70. That's at the end of round 2.
Catch up, isn't it?
Yeah, how about that? Well, that's the end of round 2. We're done in record time. We're going to take a short break now, and we'll be back in a few moments. In the meantime, I think we're just going to do some general chit-chat. I don't know whether anyone would like to do a little storm update whilst we have a little bit of a break.
No, I haven't really got any method of updating.
Steve, have there been any tornadoes recently?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, let me just raise you up here on the levels. Go ahead.
No, there's no tornadoes, but the highest thing ever, not ever, like right now, the severe thunderstorm warning.
Ah, severe thunderstorm warning. Is that for your very area, is it, Steve?
No, it's in Texas.
In Texas. And there was a tornado warning there yesterday or the other day, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Oh, there's some imagery.
I can't remember the last time we had a thunderstorm.
We had one in June here in the UK.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. Some pretty bad thunderstorms heading through Texas south of San Antonio.
How comes the hail you're getting from American thunderstorms is usually really large?
Steve?
What?
Steve, how comes the hail you're getting in American thunderstorms is really large?
I never had any hail.
Alright.
Alright then, guys, are we ready to proceed with round 3?
Oh, yes, I am.
Yeah.
Alrighty then.
Which round's this?
Okay, round 3 is the specialist subject round.
Yes.
Now, Steve, what is your specialist subject?
Cyclones.
Northern Hemisphere tropical cyclones I've got written down here. So that's what Steve's specialist subject is going to be, Northern Hemisphere tropical cyclones.
Yay.
Let's put some daylight between you and Waniel, shall we, Steve?
Fine.
60 seconds on the clock. Let's get cracking. Hurricane Sandy ranks how high in terms of the costliest Atlantic hurricane?
Second.
Second, did you say?
Yes.
Correct. What was the first hurricane of the 2011 Atlantic hurricane season?
Pass.
Irene. Typhoon Genevieve was one of how many Category 5 super typhoons in 2014?
4.
5. What was the nickname given to Hurricane Lenny in 1999 after it moved in an unusual direction?
Pass.
Wrong, Lenny. Which North Indian Ocean cyclone caused devastation in Burma in 2008?
Pass.
Nargis. What was the most intense A-named storm to form in the Atlantic?
Allen.
Correct. The Great Hurricane of 1780 first affected which area, the Greater or the Lesser Antilles?
Lesser.
Correct. Officially, how many storms formed in the record low 1914 Atlantic hurricane season?
1.
Correct. And enough time to read this out. The end of the Atlantic hurricane season is the end of which month?
November.
Correct. That's 50 for Steve in that round, in his specialist subject round, which puts him up to 120 compared to Waniel's 40.
Good job, Steve.
So, Daniel, you've got 80 to catch Steve. You think you'll do it?
I don't know. I might be able to.
What's your specialist subject, Waniel?
Music. As it was last time, yeah.
All right. Calm down. Good luck with this, because they've been dragged out of nowhere, and I have no idea how you will do.
Oh.
So I hope you know you use them.
That's encouraging.
Lots of questions on the way. 60 seconds on the clock. You ready, Daniel?
Yeah.
Let's go. Who won the 2010 Brit Award for British Male Solo Artist?
Was it Ed Sheeran?
Incorrect, is your rascal. Which singer released the 1989 album entitled Foreign Affair?
No idea.
What was the name of the land where Puff the Magic Dragon lived?
I have no idea. Pass.
Which country singer was known as the Man in Black?
No idea. Pass.
Batterhead, flam, and rimshot are all terms associated with which musical instrument?
Drum.
Correct. US singer Thomas DiCarlo Calloway is better known by what name?
Pass.
CeeLo Green. Chromotion is a tribute band to which British band?
Buzz. I mean, not Buzz. Pass.
Back to Bedlam was the debut album for which British singer?
Pass.
What Colour Betty is the title of a 1977 hit by Ram Jam?
Pass.
Who duetted with Madonna on the 2008 single 4 Minutes?
Pass.
Which US singer is better known by the nickname J-Lo?
Jennifer Lopez.
Correct. What is the English title of the Welsh national anthem?
No idea. Pass.
Land of My Fathers. That's time up. And you scored 20.
All right.
Not very promising, is it?
No. I didn't know half the answers.
What was that?
I didn't know half the answers.
Yeah, I didn't want to say them either because we'd be wasting precious time.
Indeed.
I'd have thought you might have gotten 1 or 2 others there, but never mind. But there we are. That's the end of round 3. Daniel on 60, Steve on 120. There's only 60 in it. If Daniel does really well on the 4th and final round, the buzz round, then we may be back in business here, Daniel. Okay.
Yeah. Hopefully.
All right. Now, in the last show, we sort of did this a little bit. It got a bit messy because we're taking ages to answer questions. So what we're going to do in this round, we've got 2 minutes on the clock on this website here, and I'll start and stop the timer. I'll stop it whenever someone buzzes, and I'll give them a few seconds to answer. If they don't answer, I will pass it over to the other person to answer, and they'll have unlimited amount of time. And then after that, the time will start again. Yes? Are we clear with that, guys?
Yeah. Yeah.
So don't forget to say buzz.
Buzz.
Yeah, not right now. But say buzz if you know the answer. Try and get in before the other person. I'm sure you guys know how to do it, yeah?
What's the subject going to be?
This is general knowledge.
Ooh. Please make it be some cyclones.
Pardon?
Please make it be some cyclones.
Oh, not quite.
Oh, come on.
Okay, time starts now. What is the 6th letter of the Greek alphabet?
Buzz.
Steve.
Buzz.
New and new.
Daniel. What is it?
Is it Gamma?
Nope, it's Zeta. What name is given to the permanent freezing of the ground in areas bordering on ice sheets?
Buzz.
Daniel.
Is it permafrost?
Correct, it is permafrost.
Oh.
Daniel gets 10 points. Sorry, I'm a little bit messed up here. Who was the first woman to hold a seat in the British Parliament?
Buzz.
Daniel.
I'm just going to say Margaret Thatcher.
Incorrect, Steve. Steve probably won't know. Sorry?
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, we'll continue. What instrument was played by jazz great Coleman Hawkins?
Buzz.
Daniel. Just about got in there.
Was it saxophone?
Correct, it is saxophone.
Oh.
So that's another 10. Which is the northernmost of North America's 5 Great Lakes?
Buzz.
Steve.
Huron?
Incorrect. Lake Superior.
No, what? I thought you said to name all of them.
Sorry? The northernmost Great Lake.
Oh.
Ice cream was first produced in which country in the 17th century?
Buzz.
Daniel.
Was it United Kingdom?
Incorrect, it was Italy. In which century did the Crimean War take place?
Buzz.
Crimean War. Daniel.
Was it the 19th?
Correct, it's the 19th century. What nationality was the composer Antonin Dvorak?
Buzz.
Daniel.
German.
Incorrect, Czech. Oh, sorry, I should have gave that to Steve, shouldn't I? Never mind. Which German physicist laid down the principles of quantum theory?
Buzz.
Daniel.
I'll give it to Steve. I have no idea.
Steve. Which
I have
German
no
physicist
idea
laid
what.
down the principles of quantum theory?
I don't know.
Yeah, me neither. Sorry?
Whitney Houston?
No. What device is used to transform sound energy into electrical energy?
No idea.
Steve?
Phone.
What?
Phone.
Almost.
Oh.
Microphone. It was a microphone.
Ah!
I know. Which European capital has a skyline dominated by St. Stephen's Cathedral?
Buzz.
Waniel.
European, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to say Italy.
Incorrect. Which European capital city?
Oh, for God's sake.
Steve?
I don't know. Forget it.
Any ideas, Steve?
No.
Okay. We'll continue. What was the top grossing film in 1998 in the USA?
Buzz.
Waniel.
Was it Titanic?
Incorrect. Steve?
I don't know.
Incorrect. After whom is the month of July named?
Buzz.
Waniel.
Julius Caesar.
Correct.
Oh.
Hey, he's finally got one. In which English city is the National Railway Museum?
Buzz.
Waniel.
Is it Dorset?
Incorrect. It's York. Which Saint's Day falls on the 17th of March?
Buzz.
Waniel.
Is it St Andrews?
Incorrect. Steve.
Not
What was
true.
the question again?
Which
Could I-
Saint's Day falls on the 17th
Can
of
I
March?
do this one again?
Nope, you
Let's do
can't.
this. Oh.
I don't know.
Which Saint's Day?
I don't know.
I knew this one.
Okay, we'll continue then. In which ocean does the country of Vanuatu lie?
Buzz.
Waniel.
In which ocean?
Yeah.
Western Pacific?
I'll give you that. Pacific was the answer.
Okay.
I was hoping Steve would get that one. Which sporting goods company takes its name from the Greek goddess of victory?
Buzz.
Waniel.
Nike.
Sorry, correct. What am I doing?
What's the score right now?
Emmental cheese originated in which country?
Buzz.
Waniel.
Was it Germany?
Incorrect. Steve?
Italy?
Incorrect. Switzerland. In poetry, how many lines are there in a limerick?
Five.
Steve?
Five.
Correct.
Yay.
Steve gets his first points on the board in this round. Which planet is in the solar system is nearest the sun?
Buzz.
Waniel.
Fun.
Mercury.
Correct, it's Mercury. Just scrolling down now. We've got 18 seconds left on the clock, guys. Which chemical element has the symbol H?
Buzz.
Waniel.
Buzz.
Hydrogen.
Yep, just about got in there before Steve. Which is the largest of the Great Lakes of North America?
Buzz.
Steve.
Lake Michigan?
I'm sorry, it's incorrect again. It's
Buzz.
Superior again.
Oh, I was going to say that.
Sorry, Waniel.
Oh well.
Oops. 10 seconds on the clock. What type of creature is a red mullet?
Buzz.
Waniel.
Fish.
Correct. Which comic character has a dog called Nasher?
Buzz.
Waniel.
Dennis the Menace.
Correct. 3 seconds left on the clock. Montego Bay is a popular tourist destination on which Caribbean island? And that's
Buzz.
the end of the time.
What's
Wait,
the score?
what was it?
Is it Jamaica?
Correct. It was Jamaica.
Oh, for God's sake.
Which he got it though. He got that.
Oh.
Waniel finishes up unbelievably. He managed to get 110 points during that last round. Steve, I'm afraid, only got 10.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, poor
Meaning
Steve.
that Waniel wins. I am very disappointed.
I win, I guess.
I don't
Waniel
care.
finishes with 170
Unbelievable.
points. Steve only with 130
Oh.
points. I am so sorry, Steve. I really wanted you to win.
Ah. You did good though, Steve.
I really did,
Well, if you-
Steve. I wanted you to win because Waniel is going to be boasting about this all night and for the rest of days. I really hope that someone can take him down one day. Waniel will be back into the hot seat on Monday evening. Guys out there watching, if you think you have it what it takes to beat Waniel Hudson, Waniel Hudson,
Sit down.
then please send us a message. We're on the email force-13, that's the numeral 13, at hotmail.co.uk is my email address. You can also send us a message through our very many mediums on Force13, on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter. If you'd like to take on Daniel in the next episode, you know where to go. Send us a message, and please be available on Monday evening at around 8 p.m. UTC. But thanks ever so much, Daniel, for playing. We'll see you again next time.
Yeah.
On Monday evening, we'll be there, right?
But good. Yeah. Steve, you did a good job.
You too.
Steve did excellently.
Jamie.
I wish
Yeah.
he would have won. He did. Hey.
Nathan,
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
can Wanny be in the next one?
Wanny wants to do the next one, does he?
When is?
This will be interesting.
Yeah.
Well, we'll talk about that off air. But from myself, Nathan Foy, and from the rest of the Force 13 Game Show crew, we'll see you again sometime soon. Make sure to follow Force 13 for the latest Storm updates and news. We'll see you again sometime soon. Monday evening is the next episode. That'll be episode 3. And I'll be back here again presenting, and we'll have Daniel facing someone else. Until then, thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Bye. Toodles.